Hey, welcome back. Earlier this year, I was asked by Richard King if I want to help him with a scraping class in Germany as a translator and as an assistant. So I happily agreed because I was thinking that it might be a great learning experience for me, not only scraping wise, to depthen my knowledge in scraping, but also get some experience in translating off the cuff. And first was planned that the course takes place at Biax at their plant in Malbronn, but then plans got changed and the course took place at the Hobbyhimmel, which is a hackerspace or an open workshop workspace that everybody can use, do work there and make projects. So it's also in Stuttgart, and it was a great place to have the course in. Here is an overview of the large shop area that the scraping class took place in. There is Richard King explaining something, and there is a large pixelated area, of course. The Hobbyhimmel has a laser cutter, 3D printer, a small CNC mill, all the Fab Lab stuff that you need. And they have also a knitting and sewing machine area, and of course, as most makers tend to do woodworking, they have a large woodworking area. A large Felder bandsaw, large Felder sliding table saw with thickness planer and jointer, and two wood lathes, sliding compound miter, so everything that you need in a wood shop. And we have a metalworking area. Bandsaw, a Colchester lathe that has seen better days, needs some work. And of course, the ubiquitous Deckel FP2 tool room milling machine. This is a beauty of a machine. It can hog off quite some material. It has a horizontal and a vertical spindle. Both spindles have a quill, and it's just a nice machine. They have a welding booth with MIG, TIG, and stick welding. And here we're back in the scraping area, or in the Fab Lab area with the scraping class taking place. Everybody's working on his projects here. We had a few smaller surface plates, so everybody could work on his parts at the same time. Proper techniques when bluing up the parts, hinging them and rubbing them to take the blue off the plate and get a proper bluing. Already looking quite good. Here is Michael. He really went to town on the small surface plate. It was out by really a lot, and he scraped off quite a bit of material to get it flat. Christopher, a friend of mine, has a small Gostel RG200 shaper with him, and here he's scraping the bottom surface so it sits flat on the surface plate, so you can measure the ways of the ram against the surface plate. And he might have overdone the quality of the bottom surface a little bit. Here Richard and Christopher are checking the ram ways for wear by hinging the straight edge on the ways to determine if they are concave, so worn on the ends. Here you can see the small wooden fixture that Christopher built in a hurry to hold the ram for scraping, which is quite convenient. It's nice to have a wood shop. Here I had the table of my surface grinder with me, and here I'm using the Kingway alignment tool with the precision level to check the ways for twist. And I got it in the end quite good. It's better than 2 microns over the whole distance of travel, which is pretty darn good. It was worn quite a bit. It was almost worn 0.02 of a millimeter. Here is another Stefan scraping a large lathe compound. And Friedemann, who is one of the staff people of the Hobbyhimmel, scraping a small angle plate. And here is the saddle of my surface grinder with a straight edge on top, and when I hinge the straight edge you can see that it's tilting in the center, and that means that it's convex, so it's worn on the ends. And here with the indicator you can see that a bit more too, just by tipping the straight edge. So overall, this class was a great learning experience for myself. I learned that translating and showing stuff to people in real life is quite hard. The Hobbyhimmel was a great place to have the course at after the normal hours from 7 to 17 o'clock. We could come back there and work without Richard there on our project because it's an open workshop. And that was great. 4 of us went back almost every day and worked until 12 o'clock in the night. And we had a lot of fun, and it was just a great time to hang out together and work with mind-like people on projects that are quite interesting. So it was really great. Thanks to all that took part in the class. Thanks to Richard King for asking me to help him. And thanks to, of course, Biax organizing the class. And thank you all for watching. See you next time.